PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking for the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a big six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. And the Aggies come to the line in a hurry-up. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, is unable to hold on to the football.
The offense now facing a third and long in 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks.
Deep shot caught inside the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
With the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. And reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson and how about Reggie McNeil. Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Ninth play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd down and goal. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Defense is coming after him. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball for 31.
So your defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Receiver in motion now. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, I like the call here. But the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. And the Aggies will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds his man. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And he'll set up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. No huddle now for the offense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Fighting off the defender. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. He's running out of time here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Defense showing blitz here. He hands it to the back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Handoff to the back. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a great job of playing assignment football here against the option by this defense. Every aspect of that play was taken away. The quarterback got into desperation mode and loses yards. Now they're behind the sticks.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Trying to extend the play. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. The Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Lagway. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He'll throw it now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the back now goes in motion. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turner choosing to field this one. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Here comes the flea flicker. Hit just as he throws the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. He'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a draw play. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Try and muscle for the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Here comes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The back's got it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Dropping back. It's Sellers. On the run here. Lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's an out route. The catch made. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Just a great job overall by this defense. They had him surrounded. In fact, I'm surprised with that kind of pressure. They weren't able to come up with a sack. Now, give a little bit of credit to the quarterback for his ability to escape that pressure. But, boy, if you're this defense, you can...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game,
here's a shot toward the end zone. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
that's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Intercepted in the end zone. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. To the air, it's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long.
Get set, get set.
Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Strong fight back. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And that attempt just bounces out of bounds, and that'll be, of course, a penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
On the double.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end. Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up for this offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made after the completion. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On third down, he drops to throw. The tight end makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring out fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
It's fourth down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
I say that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs. And I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Already got the 1st down, but looking for more yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And they've got him. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Tigers will crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to throw it deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a... that he could not collect it now. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Penn State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for first down yardage.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There was nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This pack is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Here's the option play. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the runner takes off to his right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And the same runners got it again. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Defense not pressing this time. He flips it to the back across the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead at the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson. Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they can kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Pressure is coming. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. They'll kick it away here. Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. We're going to throw the football. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. To throw, it's Sellers. Using his legs on the scramble. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. He fires this throw and it's intercepted.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the second half was a handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Tigers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And they go in front here in the second half.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them. So
what's this, a fake? They're going to try to throw for it. And he makes the catch, the ultra-rare fake PAT for 2 points. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. takes the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw yet again. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the defense look slow that time. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Clemson, 15. Penn State, 13.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. Catch made down inside the 25. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
So they were backed up, and in one play, they're suddenly threatening to score. First and goal. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, but they really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Number 81, set to kick it off.
He'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive.
And the Penn State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. He'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
But this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
First down here for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off the defender. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Clemson 18, Penn State 13.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Give it to the back again. Just trucks the man. Just trucks through the defender. Touchdown, Clemson. Wills his way to the end zone.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Going for a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He's going to take off here. Finds room at the 30. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. It was a foot race, and he won it. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Empty set now, 5 wide. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense is set up with excellent field position. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Ball handed off. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
They'll keep the kicking team on the sideline, try to extend the lead here with a touchdown on fourth and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Looking to throw again. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, looking for his back. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the...
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much room in that return, tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and
he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up.
love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Sellers. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance.